Is the mosquito drone the future of war?
As I sit here and take in all of the news from every direction, all I see is deceivers, liars, corporate media, cover-ups, agenda, all pushing the same propaganda. It's time for a game changer, a visionary, an innovative person who changes the way that people think of the situations. It's time for Game Changer TV, telling it like it is. Get in the game.
Thank you for tuning in to Game Changer TV. I'm your host, Terri Lynn, and this is the channel where every day we're telling it like it is. Today is June 26, 2025, and is the future of war the mosquito drone? Are y'all ready for this? Let's jump into it. On June 24th, the Telegraph reported that China unveils a mosquito-sized drone. Insect drone micro drone will compete with RoboBee and Black Hornet and has range of military and civilian uses. At first glance, the tiny object, barely the size of a human fingernail, looks like a toy. June 21st, 2025, from the Wall Street Journal. From killer drones to robo-taxis, science fiction dreams are coming to life. AI and deep-pocketed billionaires are amping up interest in hardware in a new way. Wait till y'all see this. I typed in, can AI be used with military drone Mosquito? Yes, artificial intelligence can be used with military drones, including those as small as a mosquito. From yesterday, scary. China unveils new mosquito drone for covert military operation. Now, listen to this. From killer drones to robo-taxis, sci-fi dreams are coming to life. AI and deep-pocketed billionaires are amping up interest in hardware in a new way. Then China just unveiled a mosquito drone. Now look at this. China has just unveiled a new mosquito drone created for covert military operations. If they're just now letting us know they have it, they've been using it for a minute. The drone, which is the size and shape of a mosquito, contains cameras, mosquitoes, microphones, and electronic signals. Cameras, microphones, and electric signals in a drone the size of a mosquito. Where do you think this is about to go? Can mosquito drones have facial recognition? Yes, theoretically, mosquito drones could be equipped with facial recognition technology. Can mosquitoes deliver vaccines? Yes, mosquitoes can be used for vaccine delivery. Bill Gates and his modified GMO mosquitoes. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has partnered with biotech company Ocytec to develop and utilize genetically modified mosquitoes as a strategy to combat malaria and other mosquito-borne illnesses. And we know thousands and thousands of genetically modified mosquitoes have been released in the United States, in Texas, California, and Florida. Can mosquitoes be weaponized? Yes, mosquitoes have been considered and even studied for use in biological warfare, though the concept has not been widely adopted. During World War II, Nazi researchers investigated the potential of using mosquitoes to spread malaria. Can mosquitoes be used in biological warfare? Yes, mosquitoes have been considered and explored as a potential tool for biological warfare due to their ability to quickly spread diseases. Can mosquitoes or mosquito drones be fitted with biological virus? Yes, certain mosquitoes can be fitted with biological viruses, particularly those classified as arboviruses. Can miniature drones have facial recognition? Yes, miniature drones can be equipped with facial recognition capabilities, although there are limitations and considerations. Oh, they passed up the limitations and considerations and ethical use a long time ago. Can mosquito drones be remote controlled? Yes, mosquito drones can be remote controlled. They are essentially small unmanned aerial vehicles or drones specifically designed for mosquito control and surveillance. Invisible and lethal. China's mosquito drone could change war forever. This was 2 days ago. China tested a mosquito-sized drone built for covert spying and surveillance. The stealth unmanned aerial vehicle marks a leap in military and micro-robotics and battlefield technology. China's insect spy drone is built for silent warfare and battlefield dominance. Now remember, China's got it, and now the world's billionaires are wanting it. From killer drones to robo-taxis, sci-fi dreams are coming to life. AI and deep-pocketed billionaires are amping up interest in hardware in a new way. Invisible and lethal. China's mosquito drone could change war forever. Y'all saw how little it was. And it can be fitted with AI. AI drone that could hunt and kill people, built in just hours by scientists for a game. The scientist who configured a small drone to target people with facial recognition and chase them at full speed warns we have no defenses against such weapons. Who can make war with the beast? China's new military weapon, Tiny Mosquito Drone, could change warfare forever. Tiny drones can prove to be critical for covert military operations as they can be used for surveillance or reconnaissance missions. Scientists in China have developed a really small mosquito-sized drone for military operations. The micro drone has been developed by a robotics laboratory at the National University of Defense Technology in China's Hunan province. The Chinese military unveils a tiny drone the size of a mosquito. The creators believe such a drone is nearly impossible to detect, making it ideal for reconnaissance. And what if this is not used for military use but for civilian use to be released on the general population? China develops a mosquito-sized drone.
我手上的这个像蚊子一样的，也是一种机器人。像这种微型仿生类机器人，特别适合用于战场上的信息侦察等特殊任务。
Teeny tiny. Now, I'm showing the technology so we can investigate the usage. Will mosquito drones be part of drone warfare? Yes, mosquito-sized drones are likely to be a part of drone warfare in the future, but their role is expected to be more focused on reconnaissance and surveillance rather than direct combat or large-scale attacks. But y'all, what is been going on since 2020? Increased surveillance, right? During the first year of COVID, Apple put the health app on every person's phone and you were not able to delete it. Then you had surveillance on if you were compliant with the vaccine, the contactless payments, the facial recognition in stores. Just the spy apparatus got bigger and bigger since COVID, right? So if this technology is almost undetectable, the size of a mosquito, can be equipped with cameras and microphones and can chase people down, and it can be almost undetectable on the battlefield, what would happen if they released it on the general populace? China unveils tiny, terrifying mosquito-sized drone to be used for spying and special mission as they sneak into homes. Are y'all ready for this? China has unveiled a horrifying mosquito-sized drone to be used for covert missions and spying. The spindly device looks scarily akin to a blood-sucking insect, making it a valuable tool for secret information gathering. In a video published by the state media over the weekend, scientists are seen holding up the mosquito-like robot, which they say will perform a range of military and civilian activities. And we know China spies on their people. But experts warn the drone's miniature size will mean it can easily and covertly access private indoor areas and listen in on people's conversations. Are there activities equipped with cameras and microphones and electrical signals, and it can get in your house and take pictures of you, whatever you're doing inside of your house, and listen to whatever you're doing inside of your house? And with electronic signals, they can target you inside of your house. Are y'all ready? Experts have warned the size of the drone means it will be much quieter than traditional drones. Tracy Follows, an ex-Google futurist, warned that they can even carry deadly pathogens and be used to spy on the UK. The big question is, what's the payload on these drones? What are you actually attaching to the drone? Increasingly, over the last 4 or 5 years, I've been reading about viruses and now how you can potentially attach a pathogen to these sorts of weapons. So not only can you identify somebody personally, you can then attack them with a virus, for example. Now imagine being hunted down in your own house by a mosquito drone. Predictive programming. How do movies, books, and TV shows predict the future? Conspiracy theorists claim that in order to prevent any sudden resistance or hostile reaction from the general public, the Supreme Totalitarian Organization keeps adding subtle references to its planned future events in popular media so that when the event happens for real, the public is already mentally prepared and receptive to the new developments in the society. This notion was first described and proposed by conspiracist Alan Waite, who defines predictive programming as a subtle form of psychological conditioning provided by the media to acquaint the public with planned societal changes to be implemented by our leaders. And if and when these changes are put through, the public will already be familiarized with them and will accept them as natural progressions. Now, a lot of Tom Cruise movies show a lot of predictive programming, like predictive policing, pre-crime. But what about predictions with drones? Why you should worry about predictive programming? The ugly truth about predictive programming. Sometimes the intended purpose of predictive programming is not to plan for some major societal change, such as the establishment of the totalitarian government, but to control the impact of a particular event. Mental preparation. And in the Tom Cruise movie Minority Report that shows telepathy with those twins in the water in the pre-crime unit and freezing the people for the future, apprehending people on their pre-crime thoughts. There's a scene in Minority Report where these insect drones are going under doorways and going into people's houses equipped with facial recognition, looking for specific people. Do y'all remember this? Predictive programming. They're going to do iris scans on everybody, and they're looking for Tom Cruise. And he just put other people's eyeballs in his head.
We lost one.
Roger that. Maybe there's a cat jumping through a window or something.
It's an awful big cat.
Fletcher. I'll go check it out.
There's the drone looking for him. Look at the checkerboard floor. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the checkerboard floor that the Freemasons use in the Illuminati? Predictive programming.
You're terrified and absolutely terrified right now.
You don't want your kids to know terror. Keep them away from me.
Weaponized drones.
Wait a minute, the big cat's back. What are you guys
Electric
thinking, drunk? Maybe can't wake up?
circuit.
Yeah, some guy who doesn't want to get red. Folks, please be quiet. Close your doors. Go back inside. Be quiet and close the door.
We got an ID. It's not him.
Standing down.
Let's see.
The future is about to be like a sci-fi movie. Could mosquito drones that China just unveiled, could mosquito drones be used to kill enemies? While mosquito-sized drones are currently being developed for surveillance and reconnaissance, particularly by military entities like China's National University of Defense, their direct use for killing enemies is primarily discussed in the context of advanced, potentially future scenarios or for delivering harmful substances. In the future, could mosquito drones be used to kill enemies? In the future, the concept of using tiny mosquito-sized drones for military purposes, including potential attacks on enemies, is being explored and developed. Mosquito-sized drones to kill their enemies is being explored and developed. Blow dart into them. Outrage, what year was this? September 23rd, 2021. Blow dart into them. Outrage as FDA employee caught saying African Americans should be vaccinated against their will. Conservatives are up in arms after an FDA employee was caught on camera advocating forced vaccination for minorities and a Nazi-style register of unvaccinated like the Jewish Star. Could many drones be fitted with darts? Yes, many drones can be and have been fitted with darts for specific purposes, primarily in research and specialized applications. Remote drug delivery. Researchers are exploring the use of many drones to deliver syringe darts to animals for remote drug administration. Now, can y'all imagine when the pro New World Order, the pro-vaccine, the pro-transhumanist have a micro-sized drone that can blow vaccine darts on people that can come into your house. Do y'all see how crazy this is about to get? And it can be used to identify you and kill you and come into your house and blow a dart. Nobody would even know what happened. They could blame it on the new pandemic. It says, watch out for mosquitoes. Scary China unveils new mosquito drone for covert military operations. And if they're letting us know about it, they've been using it. China has just unveiled a new mosquito drone created for covert military operations. The drone, which is the size and shape of a mosquito, contains cameras, microphones, and electronic signals. The Nano Wing drone is equipped with ultra miniature cameras and microphones to capture images, sound, and electric signals, with its tiny size rendering it nearly invisible to the naked eye and capable of flying past conventional radar system undetected. The Gateway pundit previously reported that China was looking into ways to distribute vaccines through mosquitoes. February 11, 2024, Maui ground zero for release of billions of biopesticide lab-altered mosquitoes. Up to 775 million bacteria-infected mosquitoes could be released in Maui every week for the next 20 years, according to Hawaii Unites. A nonprofit last month lost its bid to require the state to conduct an environmental impact statement before pressing on with the controversial project. So they could release diseases into the atmosphere onto populations, and then mosquito drones could bring the vaccines. They could create plagues and then give drone vaccines. This factory breeds 30 million mosquitoes per week. This is called the Mosquito Project, and it's in Colombia. The World Mosquito Program. Is Bill Gates invested in the World Mosquito Program? Yes, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has been a significant supporter of the World Mosquito Program. They have provided substantial funding and have been involved in the World Mosquito Program for many years. Gene-edited mosquitoes get released February 27, 2024. Now dengue fever rockets by 400%. Program got $50 million from Bill Gates. Now populations urged to vax up. Dengue fever carried by mosquitoes is swamping the populations of Brazil, Peru, Argentina, Laos, and causing major concerns in other parts of the world. It has spiked fourfold in Brazil just this year following the release of millions of genetically edited mosquitoes by the World Mosquito Program run by the United Nations. Vaccines are being produced and distributed on a timetable pushed by the urgency of events and multiple deaths already being reported. So releasing viruses by mosquitoes into areas and mosquito drones can bring the vaccines or identify you and kill you. The World Mosquito Project, Bill Gates. Clinical trials going ahead for mosquitoes to deliver genetically modified malaria parasites as vaccines. November 11, 2023, FDA approves first vaccine for mosquito-borne virus that is becoming an emerging global health threat. So, now let's look at mosquito spying. A mosquito spy may refer to a mosquito drone or an insectivore, a dragonfly-sized drone created by the CIA. So we've got them too. Mosquito drone. A mosquito drone is a radio-controlled electronic biomimic insect drone that can be used indoors or outdoors. The insectotoxin I don't know how to say this, Insectopter. So I just had to go to my phone to look up how to pronounce this. Listen to this.
Insectopter.
Insectopter was the first insect-sized unmanned aerial vehicle created by the CIA. It was designed to test the concept of using miniaturized platform for intelligence gathering. CIA.gov. Artifact details. The original listening device was disguised as a bumblebee, but the dragonfly design was easier to maneuver. Developed by the CIA's research and development in the 1970s, this micro unmanned aerial vehicle was the first flight of an insect-sized vehicle, Insectopter. It was intended to prove the concept of such miniaturized platforms for intelligence collection. The bug carrying bug. Have you ever seen a spy?
You think it's just an ordinary mosquito, but it's actually a sophisticated spy device. It's powered by a micronuclear battery with a high-energy
My internet is acting up.
laser weapon on the side, a microcomputer built into the tail, a small camera on the head to identify the direction, a data transmission function in the mouth. No matter how harsh the environment is, even in extreme cold, it can locate the enemy headquarters, sneak through narrow ventilation ducts, find the target equipment, and use a laser to cut a small hole in the computer to implant a virus, thereby paralyzing the enemy's command system. You think it's just an ordinary pigeon, but it's also a spy device. It has nuclear fuel cells, microjet engines, computer chips, and an egg-shaped self-destruct device inside. The small camera on the chest is used to monitor and search for targets. Once the target is locked, the pigeon will transmit the location information to the spy satellite through the antenna on its head. When the satellite confirms the location, it will use weapons to accurately strike the target. You think it's just an ordinary mosquito, but it's actually a sophisticated spy device. It's powered by a micronuclear battery with a high-energy laser weapon on the side, a microcomputer built into the tail, a small camera on the head to identify the direction, and a data transmission function in the mouth.
Have mosquitoes been used in unethical experiments? Yes, mosquitoes have been used in research with ethical concerns, including biological warfare. Could drone mosquitoes in warfare be used to spread viruses? Yes, it is possible to use drones and mosquitoes to spread viruses, but this is a complex issue with many ethical and legal considerations. Has the U.S. military ever used mosquitoes in experiments? Yes, the U.S. military has conducted experiments involving mosquitoes. Is this why Bill Gates is releasing millions of mosquitoes? He's got contracts with the government. The U.S. military has conducted experiments involving mosquitoes, including both biological warfare research and studies on mosquito-borne diseases. The Cold War and beyond, covert and deceptive American medical experimentation. What do y'all think COVID was? Covert and deceptive American medical experimentation. And look, mosquito is in here once. Researchers from the Public Health Services were dispatched to the city to discover how the disease was transmitted. After submitting their own bodies to mosquitoes fed on the blood of those infected with the disease, investigators sought additional subjects. Could the human population be greatly reduced by modified mosquitoes as bioweapons? While there are historical examples of insects being used as biological weapons, including disease-carrying insects like plague-infected fleas, the use of genetically modified mosquitoes as a bioweapon to cause large-scale reduction in the human population presents complex challenges and ethical concerns. The Gateway pundit previously reported that China was looking for ways to distribute vaccines through mosquitoes. This will not end well. Communist China scientists explore using mosquitoes to distribute vaccines could create dangerous mutant insects. Chinese military unveils mosquito-sized drones that can perform battlefield missions. The drone features a pair of flapping wings and legs and is designed for covert military operations, and the U.S. has done it also. China National University of Defense Technology has developed a mosquito-sized drone designed for covert military operations. Details are in a little thin on the ground, but its development is likely focused on surveillance and reconnaissance missions. It's likely focused on that. It's equipped with cameras and mics and electronic signals that can go in your house and kill people. Does the U.S. military have drone mosquitoes? While the U.S. military does not have, quote, drone mosquitoes in the sense of actual mosquito-sized robots designed for combat, they do have insect-sized drones that are actively researching micro-air vehicles for various military applications. These MAVs, while not necessarily resembling mosquitoes, are extremely small and designed for stealth and reconnaissance. Now, y'all remember in April, Trump gave local police 90 days to become militarized, and he's going to provide local police precincts with Army materials, Army hardware, military hardware to politicize the local police. It's called Empowering Law Enforcement to Protect Communities. WhiteHouse.gov. Trump signs executive order to militarize police. And he's given them 90 days, April, May, June, July. That's till July 28th to become militarized. Trump's newest executive order unleashes the cops to become militarized. Now, imagine the local police having militarized drones the size of mosquitoes that are undetectable that can be released into your house. Can a drone mosquito extract information? Yes, mosquito-sized drones can be used to extract information. These drones can be equipped with cameras, microphones, and other sensors to capture images, audio, and electronic signals. So here's the executive order. President Donald Trump strengthens American law enforcement to pursue criminals. Empowering law enforcement to protect communities. Today, President Trump signed an executive order to empower state and local law enforcement to relentlessly pursue criminals and protect American communities. Increase the provision of surplus military assets to support local law enforcement and evaluate their use in crime prevention. Within 90 days of the order signing, the Attorney General and Secretary of Defense are instructed to increase availability of these assets and determine how they can be used to prevent crime alongside training non-lethal capabilities and personnel. This could involve making more military equipment accessible to police departments. This part of the executive order is viewed by some as promoting the increased police militarization. The practice of providing military equipment to law enforcement has long been a subject of debate, with concerns about transparency, oversight, and community relations. So he's going to be turning over military hardware and equipment to local police departments. Will that be mosquito drones that can enter into people's houses for surveillance? Can a drone mosquito extract information? Now, what if this is made readily available to your local police department? Yes, mosquito-sized drones can be used to extract information. Military researchers have developed micro drones while resembling mosquitoes for reconnaissance and surveillance missions, particularly in situations where stealth is crucial. You don't think it would be great to spy on Americans with mosquito drones for surveillance to weed out enemies of the state? These drones can be equipped with cameras, microphones, and other sensors to capture images, audio, and electronic signals. China's new mosquito drone could probably slip through windows and spy undetected. Looky, looky. Could local police use mosquito drones? While local police can and do use drones for various purposes, the use of mosquito drones, specifically for law enforcement surveillance, is complex and subject to debate and regulation. I bet Trump's militarizing the police executive order is going to allow mosquito drones. So local police could use military mosquito drones. China's new mosquito drone could probably slip through windows and spy on people undetected. Is this predictive programming? Mosquito interrupts Donald Trump's rant during town hall. Now, was this a military drone released to capture information, to see how detectable it would be, to see how good it could hear, to see what the public thought about a mosquito flying around the president? Could this be psychological operation? Could this be predictive programming, getting you ready for it? During the Fox News town hall, Donald Trump was interrupted by a mosquito that kept flying around him. Now, let's see this. Was this a military psyop? Was this to gather information to see how good their equipment is? Watch this.
It's Trump versus the mosquito.
I hate mosquitoes. I'm surprised. I didn't think we had.
The pest zeroed in during a Fox TV town hall in Harrisburg, PA last night, buzzing around his face and really bugging him.
We don't like those mosquitoes running around. We want nothing to do with them.
Trump.
Isn't that a little bit weird? How did he know it was mosquito? You know what I'm saying? Could mosquitoes be used as military communication devices? While there's no evidence of mosquitoes being used as military communication devices, in the traditional sense, they may have been developed as military reconnaissance tools in the form of mosquito-sized drones. These miniature drones designed for stealth and covert operations can gather information in complex and sensitive environments. Can mosquitoes be used for micro-scale surveillance? Yes, mosquitoes can be used for micro-scale surveillance, particularly in monitoring mosquito populations or people. What is micro-scale surveillance? Micro-scale surveillance refers to the practice of observing and monitoring specific localized areas or phenomena with high degree of detail and precision. That often involves using advanced technologies and methods to gather data about small geographical spaces or individual behaviors within those spaces. Mosquitoes can now be tracked with an app. Photos uploaded to the app help scientists identify and track these pesky insects. What about drone mosquitoes on an app? Scary. China unveils new mosquito drone for covert military operations. China has just unveiled a new mosquito drone created for covert military operations. Equipped with cameras, microphones, and electronic signals. And Trump has militarized our local police, and the police can use military drones that can sneak into houses undetected. And we see predictive programming of Trump being bothered by a pesky mosquito. Will drone mosquitoes have GPS tracking? Yes, some drone mosquitoes are designed to have GPS tracking capabilities. So that pesky mosquito drone can land on you and you be tracked by the mosquito. And it will know who it's precisely landing on, like Minority Report, because it'll have facial recognition on it. Has the U.S. military used insect warfare? Yes, the U.S. military has researched and conducted experiments related to entomological warfare, which involves using insects as weapons. Mosquitoes for biological warfare. Yes, mosquitoes have been used as biological warfare weapons and possess the potential to be used in the future. Is the future of warfare biological? Yes, biological warfare is a growing concern with potential for future conflict. Have they crossed every barrier, forcing people to take vaccines against their will? Can mosquito drones be used in biological war? While mosquito-sized drones are being developed for various purposes, including reconnaissance surveillance, the idea of using them for biological warfare raises serious ethical and legal concerns, and it is greatly considered unlikely, or at least presents significant challenges. Have we been lied to, and will we be lied to more?
It's Trump versus the mosquito.
I hate mosquitoes. I'm surprised. I didn't think we had.
The pest zeroed in during a Fox TV town hall in Harrisburg, PA last night, buzzing around his face and really bugging him.
We don't like those mosquitoes running around. We want nothing to do with them.
Trump.
Is that gaslighting? Is that gaslighting? How would he know it was a mosquito or a fly? Okay. And flying around his ear that got shot. That doesn't have a scar on it.
Like those mosquitoes running around.
Gaslighting. We need to watch where we're laying our hope at. Whose feet we are laying our hope at. Listen to this warning from David Wilkerson.
Folks, there's no other place to turn. If you're looking to politicians, if you're looking to the government, I pray for the months ahead that God will give wisdom, that there will be hope, that there will be deliverance. But folks, don't put your trust in anyone but Jesus Christ. Put no more trust in man. Man doesn't have the answer.
Politicians who can be bought and compromised and bought off, blackmailed, have an agenda. Do not put your trust in them. The Bible says in the last days, evil men will wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Put your hope in God. This is the only way we're going to get through it. If we look to the right or to the left, I like this politician, I don't like this politician's telling me the truth. They're all covert devils. Put your hope in God. The Bible says, cursed is the man that puts his hope in the arm of the flesh, or his confidence in the arm of the flesh, but blessed is he that trusts in the Lord. Psalms 33:20-22 says, we wait in hope for the Lord. He is our hope and our shield. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. May your unfailing love be upon us, Lord, even as we put our hope in you. We've got some crazy times coming on us quickly with the rollout of digital currency coming, the digital ID with November crossover to the ISO 222. We've got a lot of change coming. We've got AI being unleashed, unregulated. We've got Trump unleashing militarized police on the masses. We've got covert surveillance going on. You say the wrong thing, you're going to be on the enemy's list. Our hope is only in God. The disciples came to Jesus privately in Matthew 24 and said, Lord, what are going to be the signs of the end times? And he talks about, you'll hear of wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, famines, earthquakes in various places, and then ye shall be handed over and shall be persecuted for my name's sake. He talks about some of you will be thrown into prisons. And I talked about this with a friend of mine yesterday that I'd said, all of the disciples were thrown in jail. Peter was thrown in jail. Paul was thrown in jail. Paul and Silas were praising God in jail. They talked about the gospel, for what I am in chains. The Bible says that all those that desire to live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution. If we're sitting in jail for Jesus, our hope will still be in God. No matter our circumstances, we will praise Him for whatever situation we find ourselves in, and we will not sell out from our covenant with the holy God. And he that endures to the end shall be saved. And to him that overcomes, he will be given the crown of life, the victor's crown. Hold fast to Jesus like a good soldier. We are in prophetic times. The devil will try everything to cause us to stumble and to tempt us to go into his kingdom. Stand firm in Jesus and for righteousness, because we are coming close to the end of our race. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. If you appreciate the content that I bring on my channel, would you prayerfully consider as the Lord leads to support the channel? I love y'all. Thank you for watching.